Hey, babe, I don't like you following this girl. Can you delete her, unfollow her, block her?
Okay. And done.
Cool.
Got you, bro. Hey, babe. I see that your ex followed you, and he's been commenting on some of your pictures. You've been replying. That's not cool. Can you unfollow him?
Unfollow him?
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Whoa, wait. Are you being, like, toxic right now? Like, is this, like, a possessive thing? Like, I don't like that. That's narcissist?
That's your ex.
Okay, and now you're my ex. Get out. Please.
This is my house.
Now you're throwing your money in my face? Oh, please, just leave.
So I know that that was a skit. Fully understand that, fully aware of it. But in that skit, it demonstrated a few things. The first and easy thing that it demonstrated was the fact that people are making assumptions of what another person may or may not be doing on social media, so therefore they give them requests to delete people, to not be friends with certain people. And in one sense, that's fine. In another sense, that shows a level of insecurity. Now, if a person is flirting or being too friendly with somebody online, perfectly fine to ask them to not follow that person, or if there's an issue, perfectly fine. But of course, what was demonstrated here was just an insecurity. I don't like you following that girl. Not going to tell you why, but I just don't like it. So please stop following her. He capitulated. I would not have, but he did. You're going to have to give me a justifiable reason to not follow someone. Then the other thing comes in where she is following her ex. Well, her ex begins to follow her, and he comments and she is replying. That is just wrong. Sorry, it's just wrong. Unless it was established prior to y'all getting together that you and your ex are still friends, and that's all it ever is, and you're okay with that, and she's okay with, and well, you're okay with that, then you decided that. You took that chance, or you put that amount of faith in the relationship, whichever way you want to describe it, depends on how you feel. But at the end of the day, if it was said in the beginning and you accepted it, then keep on riding with it. But depending upon what they are saying to one another as well, that does matter. But then when you asked her not to follow the ex, and you give reason, and it gets flipped into you being toxic, you being narcissistic, you being controlling, she want to kick you out of your house, and now you're throwing the money. That shows an incredibly selfish, narcissistic person, and someone you should run from. But it's also showing the double standard, because within the comments of that video, a lot of people were speaking on how that is a double standard, where a woman can get away with that, but a man cannot. A woman can claim that a man is being controlling and narcissistic, but a man cannot say the same about a woman, and that is a double standard. But it's an untrue double standard. It's a fallacy in totality, and I meant for that to rhyme. But the other aspect of it that I drew from it is the fact that in most things, there are certain exceptions, but in most things, I would never expect something from my wife that she can't get from me. I would never expect her to do something or not do something, and then I look to be able to do it myself. That's not fair. That's not right. That is trying to hold and maintain a level of a double standard to say that I can do it, but you can't. You can have your exes following you and y'all communicate and so on and so forth, but I can't do it because you have insecurity issues. It's not going to work. Now, if I have a disrespectful ex, or even, because I don't have any exes that follow me, for the most part, no ex-wives, put it that way. But if someone was disrespectful, I would not have to wait for my wife to tell me, hey, this person shouldn't be following you. Now, there has been an occasion where I didn't even realize that the person was being disrespectful, and she had to clue me in on it. So that does happen. And when it did happen, I was like, okay, I understand your point. I didn't understand the point at first, because I was like, really? I don't think that's what they mean. But then further investigation, I was like, you know what? You're right. That is what they mean. So we're going to do that. That's done. Cut it off. So, but you have those mature conversations about it. You delve into it. You find out why. To come to someone and just say, stop following a person. No, you're going to have to tell them why. And then when they come to you and tell you to stop following somebody, and then give you reasons and you say no and you try to throw it back on them, you see, that is the true narcissistic person. That is the true selfish person. That's the true controlling person, because that person does not know how to ever be wrong. That person must always be right. That person must always, be shining, put it on a pedestal. That person has to be the one that everybody that is lording over this relationship and everybody think is great. So when you come across that kind of situation, then the best thing for you to do is to either seek counseling, but if the counseling don't work and the person hasn't shown that they're actually trying to make changes, then you need to run away from them. You need to call it a day, because they're not worth being around. But what do you guys think? Comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate everyone who is on the channel. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.